Cash is king. Even though there is a strong push for cashless society, cash still remains a well-established and widely used mode of payment in India. It is universally accepted, and it is the bedrock of daily existence for millions of people. It is still the primary means of payment and a store of value, especially for the unbanked. So, how does a note with zero value work? What can you buy with a note that has a big zero on the front and center? For starters, the Zero Rupee notes aren't actually real. Although they look similar to real Indian rupees, specifically the 50 rupee banknote, the Zero Rupee banknotes are not legal tender in India. They are not issued by the Reserve Bank of India, and they do not contain any security features. Yet, millions of these notes have been distributed since 2007, and the notes remain in current use. Many people carry these notes in their pockets, and they do so for one reason, and here's how they use it. Say you're an Indian auto rickshaw driver and was randomly pulled over by a police officer. You asked him why you're being pulled over, and he gives you a vague answer. He then proceeds to say that you could go if he was taken care of. What do? Do you give in and hand him some money, or stand up against the extortions and report the officer to a higher authority? You and I know what the right answer is. But standing up against a police officer is sometimes easier said than done. What if you could give in while actually standing up? Pay without technically paying anything. This is exactly what the Zero Rupee notes were created to do. Created by a non-profit organization in India known as Fifth Pillar, the Zero Rupee note allows users to show a refusal to participate in bribery, and also as a means to fight against systemic corruption. The notes are paid in protest by angry citizens to government functionaries who solicit bribes for services that are supposed to be free. It acts as a non-violent method of non-cooperation against bribery. There is even an anti-bribery pledge written on it, which says, "Eliminate corruption at all levels." And instead of, "I promise to pay the bearer the sum of," it says, "I promise to neither accept nor give a bribe." On top of that, the note also serves as a shaming device. On the note are texts which read, "Please do not fold this note," as it is meant to be openly given to the corrupt officials so everybody present can see that they have requested a bribe. It gives power to the powerless and a voice to the voiceless. It is a tool used to instill fear in corrupt officials who demand petty bribes, and it forces them to be ashamed of what they're doing. Additionally, the note also serves as a reminder to encourage users to report the case. So, has the Zero Rupee worked? And is it effective? Well, it is hard to say, since no large-scale and specific study has ever been conducted. But while the overall impact is difficult to quantify, countless success stories have been reported. One of which was Ravi Sundar, who encountered a tax official who refused to process his documents unless he paid her 500 rupees. In his testimony, Ravi said, "I handed over the Zero Rupee note, which I always keep in my pocket. She was afraid and didn't want to take it. Instead, she completed the job immediately, apologized, and asked me not to take it forward." In the end, the success and effectiveness of tools like the Zero Rupee note depend on people's willingness to use them. Millions are now empowered to go up against practices that were once considered the norm. The notes may be worthless, but they are definitely not useless. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.